Hello, hello. Hi. Yep, I'm late. Too bad. Yeah, had a couple things to do. Hello, hello. So, what are we gonna do? Actually, yeah. Okay. Everything seems set up now. Good. So, what do I have? I have a grid and some pathfinding. Woo! That was weird. Oh no, okay, it seems fine. Okay. Yeah, because it's a little bit high here. Yeah. And my grid is not really made for. Not really made for that. Anyway, okay. So, just gonna set up the map, I guess. And then we're gonna go in and out of combat, I think. Try to see if we can do that today. Not sure. Okay, I have a bunch of bones there that don't matter really. My nav mesh is a little bit small, so we can just make it a bit bigger, even though it's pretty good for now, but whatever. 20 by 20. Maybe let's 50 by 50 and we don't think about it anymore forever. Okay, so now this cannot go that high. I'm gonna remove the cubes for now. We're gonna make it prettier. Oh. Actually, if I can maybe steal that. I don't know if I can do that, actually. I haven't something in my other project. Yeah, I tried a bunch of stuff in there. Could probably be good enough. That thingy here. That's such a big mess. Okay. So, alright, I'm just gonna stay with the grid for now. Yeah, I guess. Okay, the snap by 50 is way too high. So let's see. What should be the height of a tile when they get there? Actually, they could be pretty high. Would not be too bad, actually. As long as it fits with the scene, it should not be a problem, even if it's like 50 high. 50 is maybe big. No, 50 makes sense. And then like 100 should be too high to be jumped from the bottom to there. Yeah. That could be doable. But my nav mesh doesn't work that way, so we're probably gonna go have to go change the stats in the project settings. AI system, I think. Nav mesh. height, let's say 50. That seems alright. That seems alright. So if I press play now, my guy can go there. Oh, he's not able to step up. Come on, dude. You should be able to do that. It's easy, it's just one little step. Okay. We're gonna go see in that unit. What is the max height? Max step height 45. No, it's a 55 just to be safe, but it should be good enough. Nope. Okay. Poop. Poop. Okay, that's good. That's all right. Okay. So that makes it good. Okay. That's good. Map is a bit big, but it's okay. At least enough mesh works, and my grid. What about that grid? Grid seems fine. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go with hexagon for for the initial game setup, all the mechanics and stuff. I'm gonna stay on the for the square, but yeah, just because it's simpler. I'm just gonna make sure that I spawn squares, 100 by 100. Oh no, this is the size of the grid. 50 by 50 is alright, but the tile 100 by 100. Okay, it's not aligned properly, so I can just zoom it. Then it's a little bit too high off the ground to be nice. So I can just start by moving this one a little bit. I don't know if it was enough. Nope. Okay, so that's good. Now it's way too offset from the ground. Why? Is it because the height is too bad, or it's 100 height, which leads to 50. Okay, we're just gonna check in the grid. Oh damn, it's getting a big mess here. Okay, spawning the grid. The center location should be snapped to the grid, which should be snapped to 25 right now, because it's the number I checked. Actually, yeah, that's a problem. My map is made by 50s, not 25s. So, 50s. Should be good now. Nope, it's still way too off the ground, so there's something wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna do the line first somewhere in there, here. And get the hits. I think it's because of the half sizes of this thing. The line trace touches it way too high. So what I'm gonna do is just break the vector here, make the vector there, and what I'm gonna do is keep these, but I'm gonna put it like tiny. So 1 unit high, which should leave 1 unit offset from the ground, which is good. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so now the grid is right on top of the ground. So that's good. Just making sure that my FPS is still good. 70 FPS, I have 2 unreals open, that's good. And I'm streaming also, so that's pretty good. Okay. Okay, personally I don't like the diagonal movement, so I'm just gonna remove that. But that's just me, so it doesn't matter. Where is this? Okay, include diagonals, false. Okay, that's better. Good. So now my grid is all white. Okay. Okay. Time to make the world a little bit more interesting, maybe. I don't know if this is gonna help. It's probably not aligned. Oh, it's pretty aligned, I think. Nope, there's one. That should be good. Yeah, now it's better. There we go. Great. Okay, so now we have... Yeah, that's better. This should not be possible. So that's one thing to fix. Because it's too high, so we have to break this here, which should not be a big deal. Okay. Yeah. So when there's a too big of a difference of height, the actor should go around. So that's what we're gonna do. So when we get the valid neighbors, we have to make sure that the difference in height is not too bad, not too big. So what I'm gonna do is start by finding the tile. Is it possible to pass it? I think I should have it here. Yeah, I already have it. So we're just gonna pass it. It is a pathfinding? No, that's not what I want. Nope, that's clearly not what I want. I want the other one. This is target. I don't need the current tile anywhere. That's interesting. Current neighbor. So I don't have a current tile. I have it here. I'm just setting it there, but it's not the real tile. Okay, that's not the tile data, that's just pathfinding. Okay. That's a bit sad. I guess it's alright. Okay. We're gonna have to get it ourselves. Here. Which should be fine. What the? My armor is broken. So we get the title here from the index. And here, we're just gonna make sure that the height is not too big of a difference. To that, I'm just gonna do this here. And then I'm gonna add an if there. And I'm gonna compare the height. Actually, I'm just gonna split them. So the difference between the Z and the other Z. It's smaller or equal to the tile height. But I'm just gonna move that away because it's in the way. So go at the end. And then grid tile size that we're gonna break and get the Z. Boom, here you go. That should make it, that should fix it. Not too big height difference. Okay. So that should fix the issue. That's interesting. That tiles, these tiles cannot go somehow. Huh. Is the height difference too big? Doesn't seem too big. So how long is this? So it's 50. And the other one here is 100, so it should be fine. That's weird. So it should be 50. We're gonna get that. Zero, 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 and it's mainly 0, minus 0 something. There are some 50s. Okay. Let's make it absolute. And just to make sure, I have a little buffer here because it's a float and floats are not good. One should be fine. The print doesn't help. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so here can go there. Here can go there only if it goes around. That's great. Okay. Okay, that seems all right. Good. So this one, I'm gonna move it. Maybe put it here. It's not good. Maybe here. Nope. Okay. Just to have a little bit of like variation in the map. Okay, that seems all right. Good. Okay, now what do I have to do next? Gonna move this a little bit. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's what happens when you move everything randomly. Okay, that's all right. Good. Now, that's useless. Okay. Okay. So, I think that's completely useless, yeah. Okay. I have a bunch of stuff here. Is that used? Oh, wow. I'm using that? Okay. Okay. So... gonna need some enemies. Which is pretty much gonna be the same thing as the units, but it's gonna be an enemy instead. Actually, I can keep these. The enemy is gonna be the same. It's gonna be in the world, but you can't control them. Okay. That's weird. Oh, my nav mesh. Nav mesh is broken, I think. Or not. That's weird. Let's move it a little bit, just so. That's interesting. Why the hell is it not working? When I try to go there, it doesn't work. Huh. The nav mesh in game is not the same as the nav mesh out game. Making it, let's go, make it big. No, should not be a problem anymore. Okay. Good. Okay, what was the difference between these? Yeah, that's gonna be a big chunk of work, I think. Actually, instead, I'm probably gonna go with the unit movement in combat. That would make more sense for now. Because it's still a big chunk of work to do the enemies, so I don't care for now. Good, okay. Yeah. That seems interesting. Not sure that's the way I want to do it. Okay. So, this is the movement in the world, and we're gonna have a movement in combat. Yeah. I actually don't know. Okay. We're gonna need to know if we are in combat or not. So we can have the game state. Yeah, that is gonna be a little bit. I'm thinking a lot right now, and I don't know where I'm going with it. So, okay, so I'm gonna have an enum here that I'm gonna use. Actually, I think I'm gonna create two enums. Game state is gonna be in world, in combat. I don't care about anything else for now. And I'm gonna have a second enum. It's gonna be unit state. Can probably have these separated, maybe. World idle, world moving, combat idle, combat moving. I think for now it's gonna be enough. Okay. The unit state is gonna go in the unit folder. And I'm just gonna set it. Unit state. Here I'm gonna set the unit state moving in the world. Here I'm gonna be back in idle world. And if it's still equal to idle world, we're gonna do that. So the is moving is not useful anymore. It's good. So the pawn. Game state. Actually, it's more like a pawn state, but whatever. Game state. By default, it's going to be world, which is good. Then here, switch. So if in the world we do this, if not, we do that. Okay. Gonna do the same thing here. If it's in the world, we're gonna spawn the grid. Otherwise, we're gonna destroy the grid, which is good. And go back in the world here. If it's in combat. Okay. So the in combat value should not be used anymore, which is good, and everything should still work as before. So this is good, grid, boom, 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 that's good, everything works. So okay. So now what will be the best way of setting this up? Could probably kind of spawn like a combat manager or something. So we don't have everything right in the player. That could be interesting. Yeah, might be good to have that kind of combat manager. So we can probably have that there. So we start a combat. What are the actions that a player can do? Move a unit. Start a combat. Once the combat is started, there's the AI that plays. The player plays. So the probably having a combat manager should be good. Okay. So we're probably PP combat manager. So we can have start combat. Next, it's more like next unit. Start a combat. There's the pre-combat. Pre-combat. And then once it's done, it's gonna call the start combat. Once it's done, we can go to the next unit. Start combat is gonna select the first unit, and it's gonna go to the next one. And then there's probably like the end combat that is probably gonna destroy the grid and stuff. In the pre-combat, I'm gonna have a couple of stuff, but I don't care yet. Okay. So the combat manager is going to be the one that is responsible of everything, I think, instead of having that out in the pawn. So in the world, that's all right. I don't really want that anymore. Left mouse button. Okay, in combat, if okay, actually, I'm pretty sure I want 2 pawns, one in the world and one in the grid. And if I could switch between them, it could be nice. So there will be the base, and then yeah, because I want to clear the limitation between them. Oh damn. Okay. This is gonna get annoying soon. Okay. So I have the pawn base, and then I will have the pawn in the world. Oh damn. Oops. Thank you. Okay, the base is only gonna contain all the movements of the camera movement stuff. The game state might not even be useful anymore. Okay, that thing is gonna be useless too. Okay, I'm just gonna separate them. Okay, so left mouse button. Gonna do that for starting. So left mouse button. Set the selected unit. And the selected unit is gonna be in there. So this function's not existing. Okay, I'm gonna fix all that after. Okay. This is gonna be old. This is gonna be old. All these are useless. Okay. So here. Collapse to function. No, I'm gonna copy that. Set selected unit. Boom. Promote to variable selected unit. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Come on. Unreal, you're annoying. Okay. Okay, set the selected unit. So that's not useful anymore. That either. Okay. Hit the right mouse button. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So now we can move a unit using this one and not that one. That's good. Spawn the grid's gonna be something else probably. The spawn grid action is gonna be called by something. Yeah, trying to think. So the spawn grid's gonna be called by the spawn manager. Okay, so right now, yeah, I think the spacebar is gonna be the good test to be able to switch between the two pawns actually. Yeah, sounds good to me. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I don't actually care, but I want to see something. So before I reach a certain point, okay, so is it easy to toggle between two pawns? Okay. So, is it easy to switch between them? Get PC buses. Actually, I'm gonna need multiple pawns. So we're gonna have to go in the game mode. This pawn here, PP pawn world. What if I get after plus pawn world? And then I do the same with the other one. Something like that. So now I have my 2 pawns in the game mode. Get pawn world. Get pawn. PP pawn world. PP pawn grid. Grid. That pawn world, that's good. So I want to possess it here when I'm on a grid. So now I'm gonna type grid here. On grid. And that one I'm gonna type world. Okay. So now I'm just gonna I'm gonna put the pawn world in the level and the pawn grid in the level. Both of them. The pawn world. I'm gonna auto possess player 0, I think. I don't know if it's gonna work. It doesn't seem to work. Okay. Because probably in the game mode it's still using the other one. On world by default grid world grid. So if the world is here, the grid's there. Okay, that's good. Now the only thing is that I have to mimic the same behavior between the same camera. I have to copy paste the camera and it should work. I don't know if there's a better way to do that actually. Probably. Um, I don't actually like having 2 pawns in the world. So I'm probably just gonna do it in the game mode instead. Okay. And then when we spawn the other one, well, when we possess the other one, we want to get the transform of the other one. So unpossessed, we're gonna get world transform, and we're also gonna get the spring arm. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. It's either that or I have like hmm. Same player can have multiple pawns. That makes sense in the same world. Yeah, okay. So maybe we can just add that in the base. Set pawn based on set pawn based on another pawn, something like that. P pawn base. Okay. Set or transform. So we're gonna copy the transform and we're gonna also copy the camera spring arm, or maybe all the desired values. Camera location desired. So it's pretty much the arm length and the actual location. So we're gonna have to set the arm length too. Get arm length. Get arm length. Set arm length. Here we go. Now I also have to set all the other variables. Not sure this is a good idea though. I'm really not sure. Because there are a lot of variables. Actually, it's more like just get zoom desired. Desired location, set desired location. That should be good enough for now, at least. So if I switch between the 2 pounds, this should be fine. Oh no, I have to call the function. So unpossessed set pound based on another pound. Set pound. The other pound is the world one. And the same thing in the world with the grid pound. So that's good. I'm switching between both pounds. It's completely perfect, except the errors are just cut. And this is probably because this one was not valid at the beginning, so yeah. Not that one should be fine. Actually, in both cases, valid. Or maybe I can just like put it right in that function instead. So it's good for both. That's all right. Everything seems good. Good. So now I can switch between both pounds. This will probably be installed in the player instead of inside the pound themselves, but that's all right. Okay. So this is the grid. No, this is the world. So the world pound should be able to move the unit. Let's do that. Well, it doesn't seem to be able to. Can select a unit though. Can select multiple of them. The grid pound can't, but cannot move them for some reason. It's probably because this is overridden by the parent, I guess. But maybe. That's weird. That's weird. My selected unit. Oh, okay. I know why. It's calling the old selected unit instead of the new selected unit. I have to go delete all these stupid functions. Okay. This is gonna be boop. Okay. So that's all right. That doesn't matter. Okay, this function is gone. So now I have this one, which is useless for now. So that's good. Okay. And we're gonna have to find a way to go in and out of combat, but that's all right. We're just gonna do that now. The old selected unit is gone. All these things are gonna be gone soon also. The game state's not gonna be useful. This is the only thing that's gonna be important. I'm gonna keep for now. This is gonna go in the tick. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna move it on the side here. So this is happening in the world. And that's pretty much everything we need here. That one can leave for now. Okay. I don't care for the pound for the grid. Okay, so first thing, possess. That's good. That one on the side. Then the next thing is left mouse button. What did we have? We were getting the grid, actually unpossessed. We're probably gonna get the grid. From the combat manager. Okay. This is gone. This is gone. For now, we can just get grid, I guess. VP grid. Yeah, that was good. Unpossess. We're gonna do that. That's alright. That's simple enough. And then selected tile is, yeah, we're gonna have to recode everything, I guess. Okay, so set selected tile. Gonna replace the other one. Selected tile. Oh damn, there was a bunch of code in there. Okay. Selected tile. Sure. This is gonna be the index. Okay. That's good. Now, press this one. Okay. That seems all right. Everything seems good, okay. Okay. So I can probably do the same. Set bird tile. Here. There. That seems all right. There's pretty much nothing else to do, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So I have my selected tile and my over tile decoded. Now I can just make a grid. Over tile, split. If so now we're gonna set selected tile here. and otherwise we're just setting it to the default value, which is minus 999 minus 999. Okay, so that seems good. Okay, update over tile. This is pretty much in the tick. Something like this. Set over tile, set over tile. With the index. And the default value. Okay, so that's good. Now I can probably do that, I guess, even though I don't really care for now. Grid. Just to make sure that everything works. Selected to overt. Something like that. Okay. Moving code around is a bit annoying. Okay. Would have been way easier like in C++ or something, but whatever. Okay. That's good. Last thing I need to do, I guess, is the spawn grid. When we process, we probably want to set these to none. Even though I don't think it matters. And maybe we want to just spawn the grid right here just for fun. Because right now I don't care, so this get active location. Here we go. That makes sense. Unprocess and event unprocess. We're just gonna destroy the grid. So something like that. So I guess that cancels this. So I can clean all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. The camera movement doesn't work anymore when I'm on the grid because of the tick. Yeah. Just making sure to call the parent functions here. That should be good. Yeah. Okay. And this still works. Great. Good. Okay, so now then probably just move this in there. Or actually, boom. Okay, I'm gonna break everything. Okay, if I just for fun look at the FPS, that's good. Yeah, that's not a big deal anyway. So okay, so what if I just making sure that it still works if I have like a huge grid. Ooh. Okay, so when I over something that is not valid, it doesn't like that. That's interesting. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty expensive to go like all the way here. But yeah, that won't happen anyway, so that's alright. Okay. Good. Okay, okay. What happens if you do that? Okay. Whatever. That's alright anyway. It's just temporary. Okay. So now I have 2 pawns. Next step is to get the units that are supposed to be in combat and place them on the grid. And then yeah, but this will be in the combat manager. Will this be in the grid stuff? Not really. Or maybe it is. Game state is not useful anymore. Here you go. Unreal shows. That's good. Okay. My old project. And that's not working anymore for some reason. Yeah. But yeah. If partner crashes like that, I guess it means that it's time to leave. Okay, so we're back. Good. So start new combat. Good. So we want to know which units are in combat and where do we start the combat. So that's gonna happen, and it's gonna replace my spawn grid in there. Boom. And actually, I think this is the guy that's gonna be responsible of possessing and non-possessing the pawns. So that will make sense. So when we start a new combat, we're gonna possess the grid, and we end combat, we're gonna possess the other one. So I'm gonna spawn the world. Here. So when we start the combat, we're gonna have to spawn, we're gonna want to spawn the to possess the grid pawn, and then we're gonna possess the world pawn when we go out of combat. That's good. Next step is to I guess reference the grid. The grid, it's probably gonna be like a component here, I guess. Could do that instead of having it in the level. Child actor grid. So this is gonna be the grid. Boom. So on big and play, get child actor, cast the grid, promote variable BP grid. Boom. Here you go. We have the grid now. And this is going to be a pure cast because otherwise, anyway, we don't, this object is not going to work if it doesn't have the grid. So that's good. When we start a new combat, we're going to spawn the grid. Okay. Now we need a place to reference the combat manager. And we're gonna remove the grid from the scene because we're gonna replace it by the combat manager. That contains a grid. Okay, to reference the combat manager, we're gonna go in the function library. And we're just gonna do the same as for the pawn or everything. Get combat manager. I copy pasted something bad. Actually, no, it was fine. In the game mode, there's a grid here, but I don't want a grid anymore. Screw the grid. I'm gonna replace it by the combat manager. Combat manager. Goodbye grid. Maybe you can still get the grid. Yeah, but I'm gonna get it differently. Okay. Combat manager, so that's gonna be combat manager. That I can return. Here we go. And then for the grid, this is gonna be get combat manager and then grid. Here we go. Okay. So now we're gonna want to know where to start a combat. I assume that everything else seems fine, I guess. Actually, the combat start could be like the location of the units that are in combat. Probably. Sounds good. BP unit. And array. Units in combat. Can actually just promote that to a variable here. To have all the units that are in combat, and then randomly I'm just gonna get like the first one for the location, which doesn't matter. Good. Okay. And then once the grid is spawned, start pre-combat. Okay. Okay, in my world pawn, what I'm gonna do is when I'm pressing spacebar, if I have a selected unit, I'm gonna get combat manager and I'm gonna start combat. Start new combat, okay. With that grid, that unit in it. Here you go. That's not really what's gonna happen later, but for now it's gonna happen. Okay. That's good. And then this, I think I'm gonna move, since the combat manager is gonna be the one who handles all that. I'm just gonna put this here for now. Class default, the received input, player 0. It's more and combat. Which is gonna destroy the grid. What the? Destroy the grid. The selected tiles don't really matter. Might actually just unpossess before destroying. Just to be safe. Okay. So now crash. Get grid, get grid, get grid, get grid. Oh no, that's not good. Yep, grid. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. Why is there a snap here? Shouldn't it snap? No. That's weird. Yeah, should not snap. Why is it snapping? Get world pawn. Then get grid. Spacebar, I'm starting a new combat, which possesses the grid pawn. And then spawns the grid and do that. So it should not snap. That's weird. Huh. That's odd. Oh, it's because this is... Oh. Yeah, this is not good. Should be two different inputs because of that. That causes issue. Get control pawn. Get pawn grid. Just gonna do that for now. There we go. I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, that seems good. Okay, that's good. This is temporary anyway. Okay. So first step is spawn the grid, then pre-combat. Actually, yeah, because now we're gonna need the stages of the combat to know what to do. Because if we wanna actually don't know. Yeah, because when we click, we want to do something. Or I can just pass the info to that guy here. Well, even that guy has to do something with it. So we have to know the state of the game. So we have the game state that is not used anymore, I think. Yeah, I trashed it. But we're gonna need a combat state. Not a game state. So it's more like placement, combat. Maybe would it be like more like enemy turn and player turn? Enemy turn and player turn. Do we need another state for like for the start of the combat? I mean, enough time for the beginning? I don't think so. Okay, so like start placement. For combat actually. Not I want to use another thing than combat, like it's more like event validate placement, which is gonna call next unit and that's gonna do everything. If it's a player turn or if it's an enemy turn. If it's an enemy turn, that doesn't matter actually. So I guess that's just like placement or combat. So then if that's it. It's just a bool, so we don't need that. Yeah. Trash it for now. Is placement phase true? False. That's good. Okay, so we're gonna need the grid to give us a bunch of tiles, and then these tiles are gonna be used. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I had the units team system before. It was pretty nice. Can generate the placement. Yep, but I think that's gonna be it for today. And then I'm gonna do that later, because I think it's gonna take a while. So next step is to get the tiles from the grid, and then put the units on them, and then move the units. Yeah. If it's an AI do the stuff. If it's not, whatever. Yeah. I guess we're getting there slowly but surely. Good. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for today. It was a shorter stream, but I have other stuff to do, I think. And I need to take a break of that, because my brain is getting dead. So yeah. Have a nice end of day. See you next time, and bye bye. Ciao ciao.